Alrighty. More Hearthstone. And look at that. We got a new Tavern Brawl. So let's hop in. And also fix this nonsense. Beautiful. Alright. Holy smokes, Evil, you're fast. Holy smokes. First, we're going to do a Tavern Brawl. Then, we're going to do Standard Gaming. So, what we got this week? Let's get this free pack. Let's get it under our belt. And go from there. I have to create a deck. You know I'm going to net deck. The Temporis Shift. Time is an illusion. Turn times doubly so. Build a standard deck for each turn except the first turn. This time you'll get an extra turn? Oh, you get a notification when I go live? Okay, cool. I had no idea that was a thing. Dope. So, actually, sneak peek to when we play in standard. Let's, so I'm gonna play Wilted Priest today. 2 Priest videos in a row coming up. Last week, played Protoss. This week, Wilted Shadow. But the thing is, I don't have Wilted Shadow. And you know, my dust is looking a little bit low, so let's open some packs instead. Let's open like 5 packs. When I go live, upload a video, etc., you get notified. Oh, cool. Dope. Rares? Rares? Well, 2 rares. Oh, what's up, Sean? How's it going? Sean 1 trillion. Rare. Ooh, swing and a miss. I believe. Rare. Ooh, swing. I swear when you want a rare or a common, I think the game knows when you have like a deck that's like nearing completion, and it knows I want 2 wilted shadows. How do I open all the cards at the same time? By hitting space bar. And then once you hit space, you can well, you can open it a few times by clicking space bar. Yay, legendary. That one's bad. But I'll take it. I mean, you know, legendary. All fun. It's great. Is that one of the worst quests? Sure. Sure. Whatever. Would you believe me if I said the only other quest that I have opened, not crafted, I crafted the Murloc Paladin one. I also opened the Rogue one. I don't no, I think I've worn these headphones before, but I did buy new headphones that I'm not wearing right now. A little show and tell. Why not? I bought these ones. These guys. Little Samson SR850s. No way to model them. Okay, fine. Jeez. So, that's what they look like. I look like a certified, like, DJ, you know? Oh, the orange ones? Oh, you mean the orange ones are classics. Those are modded headphones. But I got like these DJ ones with a cord that's like way too long. What else do I got? I got just headphones coming from everywhere. I also have some Porta Pros. Some COS Porta Pros. I'm still rocking my Sennheiser HD600s from the 1997. You lucky dog. I was thinking about getting those. But one, they're pricey, as you know, but they also last decades. but I don't have anything that can power them. Because they're like, you need like a DAC for them, I think. Fine. Full headphone tour. Fine. Fine. Full headphone tour. Okay. What else I got? Put back on my cost somethings. Much like with Hearthstone, with headphones, I'm also a bit of a budget guy. If you have Sennheisers and you're in like audiophile space, I'm sure you're aware of all the budget stuff. I also have my Cosses, you know, my these guys. The orange ones you're familiar with the aftermarket headband because they're you just snap them on. Let's see if I can snap them. Oh god. Oh no, show and tell is a disaster right now. There we go. That sounded good. But they came with these clips, and I wore these clips for years because like you could like put them behind your ear. But then I found this aftermarket like headband, and then I've modified them. And then the last ones are probably my favorite ones for listening. I think they even beat my new ones. These guys with this hideous clear headband. I love it. It's like straight out of the 90s. Back when like everybody had clear everything, like clear plastic Game Boys. Brings me back to that era. And they look absolutely hideous. So I love them even more so. And I think that is the full tour of all my headphones. But for today, these are the most like neutral sounding, so I like them. And you can power them out of anything. So that's headphones. Yeah, that's all my headphones. But the short story is I didn't open up Wilted Shadow. Back to Hearthstone, back to the game we all know and love. Missing cards. Okay, okay. There we go. Wilted Shadow. Let's just create 2 of these. And I will try out this deck in the Tavern Brawl. It might also help me put in some few reps with this deck. It looks really easy to pilot. It's a combo deck, of course, but it looks real easy. So I'm a control deck that's trying to like clear the board with like hot coals and like tempo minions like catch the day off of a fishing rod. The same like priest formula that you see in every priest deck. Fishing rod, catch the day, resuscitate, the classics. You can also get a tar slime for also some survivability. So this seems, I guess this is like maybe the best deck, or at least like one of the higher win rate decks. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, hi Zeal, how's it going? I just started to, but you did miss a headphone tour, unfortunately. But you're just in time for Hearthstone. Who's to say what people are here for? They're probably here for Hearthstone, if I had to guess. There's my deck tracker. Everything's looking beautiful. Everything's looking gorgeous. Alright, so miss the yellow headphones. They were iconic. Oh, you know what? I should get them back out. You know what, after this game, I'm gonna go with the yellows. But still, they're a Hearthstone ranked. I think this is gonna be Elemental Mage. I kind of like Tar Slime with Orbital Halo. You know what? Full keep it. Ship it. But yeah, the old yellows, they're like the most like weird looking. They also have like the most crummy chord ever. It's like all like hard and... Alright, I'll put my headphones down. My opponent just played a quest. You know, I gotta respect that. And I also get an extra turn. So they're going to try to clown on me. Do I take the opportunity to swing with the fishing rod? I think so. It's like the most tempo. And tempo is good where I'm from. And let's give them both a bubble. Why not? I don't want this guy to be bubbled because I want to like this guy to die. So we'll keep him nice and healthy. Wild Hearthstone. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Headphone talk is greater than standard Hearthstone. Did I say in my stream title I'm playing standard? Chill ladder climbing sesh? I didn't say standard. You know what? If people really like wild, I could just play wild. Thoughts, opinions. They are on some weird combination of elementals and... I could have hit that with my face, but I think I'd rather save the damage, but I will clear their blast man. Spirit, or a little bit of tutoring. Resuscitate? Yeah. We'll play Resuscitate. And we will play out a catch of the day. Bop in with that. Smack in. I gotta create a poll. Is that a thing? Okay, I got some bandages. No. I cannot. But I could be convinced that standard is not it. So why is it showing me wild secrets? Oh, it's because it's a tavern brawl. It doesn't know that it's a standard only tavern brawl. Fair. Fair enough. But yeah, I can definitely be convinced to play wild if people are not interested in new cards. Is the mini set still trash? Is like, did the buffs like save the mini set at all, or is it like still, or are people still just trying to figure it out? It's probably that. I'll only put down my water and figure out this turn. Very complicated turn. Let's just throw it out. Doesn't seem that way. So the new mini set seems to be a little bit on the upswing. Totally agree. Appreciate you. You'll watch either mode, both of you guys. I appreciate it. Not just the same shit. Word. I feel that. My opponent's kind of getting bobbed, so I'm just gonna like make them deal with my board. Egg Warlock is fun. Haven't seen much else played. That makes sense. I guess like, what does Egg Warlock look like? Like, I feel like everybody's making a video on Egg Warlock right now, and I don't want to, like... Because I saw Clark made a video about it either a day or two ago, so... I think good old Clark beat me to the punch. So, I'd rather just play a good deck. I'll leave the bad decks to those guys. Are you gonna clear my Bandage Man for me? No way, right? Alright. They will not. So... this deals 12 damage. And this heals them for more than 12. But I could also hero power their face. Which... so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This deals specifically 16 damage. Okay. What is this secret? Okay. I thought it was maybe that. I could have sworn I've already played a minion, but... turns out I did not. Oh, I had lethal anyway. Okay. Right. Watch me now. Now that I have crafted my 2 wilted shadows, check this out. This is going to be classic. This is going to be amazing. Wilted shadow. Right here. Would have been a good clip. Would have been a good clip at least. What the heck is this card? Taunt, elusive, death rattle, give all minions in your hand and deck +3/+3. Alright. Seems like Garbanzo. Mini set saved, I think. We'll see if I run into any mini set decks. Gonna hit the old record button and see what happens. Let me give this an actual name. Hold up, hold up. Let's be a professional. Wilted Priest. There we go. There we go. Now we're gaming. We're in there. So we've learned that the shadow hurts a lot more than I thought. So if they were at 8 and 2 bandages took care of them, over damaged them. We'll figure it out. That's a paladin. So probably aggro paladin. Gonna throw away, I think, Sunbloom. Sunbloom's only activated by a Holy Smite, Power Word Shield, Orbital Halo. So I'd rather pick this up later. Love birdwatching. Birdwatching can find me all sorts of good stuff. Now it's the classic question of like, do I keep Wilted Shadow because it is my combo card, but I also have like all the tutors in the world with birdwatching and Xavius. I'll throw it away. So I have the Taunt special. Orbital Halo to boot. There's my Tar Slime. So Operation... That's a Murloc Paladin. Look at this beautiful curve. Look at this like gorgeous game of Curve Stone I'm playing. So the only thing I'm missing out is Resuscitate and pretty much Wilted Shadow. Once I have that, the game is pretty much over. Okay, just a hand of it all. Cool, cool, cool. Are they going to coin out anything special? No. They will not. I will just throw out the crafter. And honestly, so I think I'm gonna bump in here. I do want the crafter to actually die. I'll save it. Orbital Halo could be more useful later. Birdwatching will hopefully find me maybe another Careless Crafter. So pretty much our good hits off of this is Careless Crafter, Lord Xavius, or Wilted Shadow. Those are the three that we want to show up. Cool, got some 1/1s. Xavius is here. With the Xavius pickup, I think I would rather this survive actually, to live to trade into another minion maybe in the future. So I think I'm gonna Orbital Halo it. And probably just a Noyotron, honestly. Fill out the curve. It's another annoying taunter. And we'll crash into that 4-3. Cool. Staying nice and healthy. Next turn is Xavius Tar Slime. We have a Brain Gill for a little bit of value. So pretty much, can I erase what they're doing? Ooh. So I will not be able to have this be Kindred next turn, so I think I'm better off just playing it this turn. Thrive in the Shadows, that could find me a Resuscitate, which would be absolutely busted. Naturally, I do not find it. But I could just Power Word Shield. Just get a little deeper in my deck. And we will value trade. Fishing Rod also thins out the deck for next turn. Love having access to Chell and Vol'jin in this matchup. Can swap some big stats around. Spring Glider. This really does seem like a decent matchup with, like, what they're trying to do just kind of doesn't line up well with what I'm doing. Catch of the Day is one of the worst draws I could possibly draw. That's all good. Pop that. Trade into there. And clear there. And we will also bash in. And should I go Tar Slime or should I Hero Power my face? For mana efficiency, I think it's worth it just to target the old noggin. End the turn. Cool. We got some 3/3s and another 3/3. The question is, are they going to crash those 3/3s into my 3/1s? And it looks like the answer is yes. At least one of them. Holy Smite. Okay. So, gonna go with Xavius. And Xavius will find me either Bandage Man or a charging Wilted Shadow.
I must consider.
And I think it's Wilted Shadow. And I will throw out Tar Slime, and I'll take care of, I guess, that guy. And is it worth it to swing with this? I don't think so. I have no other 1-drops in my deck. So we'll end it right there. So we're still on Operation Find Resuscitate. Pretty much if I can find Resuscitate, I think I pretty much win the game. Lucky Paint Fin. So let's just find Resuscitate. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So I do need to kind of go for the win, but I definitely don't win. Okay. And I think that is game for my opponent. Maybe... Is this like a, if you don't draw Resuscitate, you lose? I hope the expansion coming in a month or so changes everything. I think it has to. I really don't think I have seen player sentiment this low since I've started playing this game. Like, it's been, like, consistently low. So they're kind of in a change everything or see a bunch of people leave kind of space right now, I think. Yeah. When did I start playing? I started playing during Unguro. Yeah, my opponent's got it. So, I think it's probably one of the best times to start playing, because Unguro was sick. And that's also why a lot of people are disappointed with Hearthstone right now, is that Unguro was one of the most beloved sets, and now the most recent set is one of the biggest flops, and that's just returning to Unguro. So I think that was kind of like a lot of people's like breaking point, is like a beloved set that they got into the game with flopped so hard. And then they doubled down with a really bad mini set. So I definitely get where people are coming from. Like, I think a lot of people align with Eastern Lights is saying is something needs to change. So Small Baby is on Demon Hunter. 90% of the meta is now face aggro. Yeah, I think so. As far as like the meta is concerned, at least from what I can see, Beast Hunter, aggro Demon Hunter, aggro Paladin, Elemental Mage. Yeah, those are pretty prominent. Fire Act Rogue. I'm not sure if that's a face deck. It's more combo-y, but like some of the lines it can have is blazing fast. Just in case this is aggro Demon Hunter, just looking at the meta, I'm going to keep Holy Smite just to deal with some early minions. Yeah, both Wild and Standard is pretty aggressive at this point. But the beauty of Wild is if you do have a massive collection, you can play Reno piles, which I should probably, I should probably mess with Reno piles here soon. Because they seem fun. And I have 17,000 dust. Should probably just craft Reno and friends. Actually, isn't Reno part of that adventure? So I might have access to that. You know what? I might on this stream. I might play that solo adventure. We'll see. WoW is great because there is so much tech options open to you if you really hate one specific deck. We've all played against that wild secret tech haters. It's me. I'm the secret tech hater. Or secret hater. Whatever. Tar slime. League of Adventures. That's the I might play that. Because I think the first leg of that adventure you get Bran. It might be the final leg of that adventure you get Reno. We'll check it out after this game. Because I've been like watching a lot of other wild content creators. And I kind of want to play some piles. Some Reno piles. Thoughts on Priest Imbue? I thought it was viable, but I really have not seen like aggro Imbue Priest in a while, but like control Imbue Priest from what I remember. Not super stellar. Not the best. Is it a ton of fun? Yes, absolutely. Much like my opponent is about to have a ton of fun playing against a reborn tar slime. I'm jealous of them. So resuscitate even when it gets back 2 minions feels absolutely backbreaking. Because they need to get through... Okay, for one, disrespectful. I think we can all admit that. That is just disrespectful, what they just did to me. And frankly, I won't stand for it. Sizzling Cinder has blessed my screen. Is there a way for you to make a budget secret hunter by any chance? Because I want a nice hunter secret deck if it's possible. I also have a soft spot for Secret Hunter, and Wild at least. It's like my absolute favorite. Subject 9 into... I mean... Or is it Holy Smite? No, it's Resurrect. I know I can't play it right now. Are these holy? No. Do I heal my face and call it a day? Yep. Imbue kind of flopped. Yeah. Yeah. Imbue did have its heyday there for a second with Menagerie Jug, Aggro Priest, and honestly, I really enjoyed that deck. I think nerfing Menagerie Jug was kind of sad. I honestly thought that deck was completely fine, but... And I think I'm not breaking any news that nerf was just kind of silly. A Noyotron. Whatever. Just throw it out. And should I preemptively heal my own face? So they need to get through 4 taunts pretty much. I think I'm fine. 4 taunts, 17 health. I should be fine. I have a soft spot for making Mummies Paladin. Back in Standard, I was known to make some mummies. The Reborn quest. I actually saw somebody mess around with making mummies in Wild recently. And I can't condone those actions, but I do respect the hustle. It's just disrespectful what my opponent's doing to me right now. And frankly, I get it. Double red card is, you know, even Hunter is fun, secret package with all the other things could be good. I messed around with the list like that. I tried to brew it myself, and it did not go well. But I am down to mess with it. Ooh, I have Chill and Vol'jin for this guy. Or for... No, they're just going to clear my taunts. Yeah, I was looking for elsewhere, everywhere for a deck that somehow deals with making a decent deck. Yeah, the problem with the Paladin, or the making mummies quest, is that it is just, unfortunately, kind of bad. It does pain me to say that, but I think it might just be bad. But what's not bad is dealing with their board. So this actually can deal them quite a bit of damage. I do need to deal with the Thrill Seeker. So I will do that with these guys. And I can heal up to full with a Wilted Shadow. So I think it is actually worth it just to do it like this. Yeah, I'll just spend all my bandages. Deal them a little bit of damage, heal up to full. Have a big lifestealer out against a aggro opponent. Playing Protoss Imbue. Double the greed. Gotta love that. Because he, like, just Mothership alone is crazy value, but you're like, nah, I want twice the value with Imbue cards. So they did need to deal with my fella. And I think this guy will come back reborn. So I'm feeling like I'm in a decent position. And if I can find hot pulls, I'm feeling fantastic. Of course, if I can find like Wilted Shadow, I feel even better. Okay. Tar Slime or a Careless Crafter? I think the answer is Careless Crafter.
I wonder.
Or I could Catch of the Day, deal with their spirit. Or Tar Slime. No, let's just be responsible. I'm at 24. They have almost nothing out. I feel just fine drawing cards. Cool. So, Fishing Rod can pull out 2 more minions. And I have 10 damage right here. So they're kind of like in the point in the game where they kind of need to deal with my 5/4s because they're just kind of big. Okay. They have Kane. No way Kane just went into my bandage, man. Oh, they're trying to overdraw me. That's kind of cute. If it overdraws Wilted, I lose. Okay. I respect that. I like the hustle. I will smack into that. And that is a Tar Slime. We'll draw a little bit with Tar Slime. And yeah, I'll heal my noggin. Okay. Well, looks like I didn't do the combo, but you know, we did break the spirit of an aggressive demon hunter, so we'll take that. We'll take that. Love your budget videos since I literally have 0 in my collection. I would love, though, a control-ish kind of deck, but I know it's hard for a budget. Yeah, the only deck that is semi-budget, in Wild at least, because I've been mostly doing Wild recently, would be Imbue. I know it's like kind of weird to call this a control deck, but if you're looking for a controlling play style, this is probably the closest you can get in Wild on a semi-budget. Like, if it kind of hurts because you do need Ice Block and you do need Wildfire, and those are epic cards. And unfortunately, I don't see him in every list, but Hollow Technician is also pretty important. I could see going down to 1 Hollow Technician and maybe running what's he called? Where is he? This guy. Timeline Accelerator. I think this is a decent swap out for at least 1 Hollow Tech so you can more consistently find your sing-along buddy. I don't hate that. Like, that might actually just be like a decent build in its own. Like, that might not even be not optimal. I just like Hollow Technician because it combos so well with the hero power as well as Seabreeze Chalice. But if you are strapped for dust and you kind of want to play a control-ing playstyle in Wild, I think this is a good place to start. And the positive side is you do also get access to extra large Imbue Mage, which is a slightly better deck, and it plays even more of a control playstyle. So yeah, that's the one suggestion I have for people looking for control in Wild that isn't bad and that's on a budget. Mess around with Protoss Mage and Standard. Kunari feel them hostage Mage Angle. Freezing and yeah. Good old Sleet Skater. Making Wild and Standard gamers hate their life. Sadly, Murloc Paladin is the bane of your existence. Yeah. If you're trying to be slow in Standard, there's always that one Murloc Paladin to make you feel like absolute garbage. Just remembered. Solo Adventures. It was what did Eastern Light said? League of Adventures. I think I have that. League of Explorers. So I can get Dark Peddler. Oh no. So I can... What does this come with? It comes with Bran. What does this one come with? Come with something. So this one comes with Bran. And it costs 700 dust. And this one has Sir Finley, which used to be good. But now Sir Finley's trash. Well, not trash, just not playable. You also get Naga Sea Witch, used to be incredibly popular, and... Oh. Am I out of my mind? Do I already have Reno? Hold up. Please hold. Is Reno the first reward? I already got him. Okay, I already have Reno. So I just need to craft Lone Ranger. And then I am opened up to a lot of Reno piles. You might see me on my Reno era. I only wish to build Protoss Exodia deck. Some board clear Protoss spells for Colossus, but Mage Colossus works fine too. With who's it called? Aviana. Oh, awkward. This gal. Okay. So we do have Reno, which is interesting. Back to Priest. Let's let's stick with the topic at hand. Yeah, Reno slot piles coming soon. Coming to a subscription box your way by yours truly. I just need to find a good Reno pile that doesn't cost like an actual factual million dust. I got myself a Vermont gamer.
Possibilities are endless.
The light shall bring
So
victory.
Mage. If this is Protoss Mage, like we've been talking about, I don't know if this deck can get through the armor. If it's Elemental Mage, keep an Oiotron. I kind of like keeping Xavius. So like it gives me the most flexibility to find whatever I want. I'll keep Xavius. And this hand looks absolutely insane. Double a Noyotron. Okay, so it's Operation, Find, Resuscitate. Per usual. And my opponent is playing the Forbidden Sequence. With the signature art. So who's to say what this does? Okay, discover 7 cards. Okay, thank you. Wouldn't it be nice? This has it right there. Right underneath the card. I'm just blind. Okay. I was about to complain about that card, but turns out the devs thought of it. Still not a huge fan of these signature cards. I even hate having this gold card right here. I'd much rather it just be normal, like my main man catch the day. Spark of Life. Discovering... Just like, it discovers a choose one card, right? Discovers a mage or druid spell. Chalice gonna clean up my guy. So they will have double Chalice next turn. So it doesn't seem much of a reason to play too much into it. I'll just give him a really good board for double Chalice, actually. That seems like the correct play. You like signature art? I have Bran and Lotheb, which I love. Alright, fine, I'll look up what full art. I think I'm aware of what Bran looks like. But I don't know if I've seen signature Lotheb Hearthstone. What does that look like? Okay, that actually goes hard. Some signature cards are fine. Some are fine. So Flame Ward, Counterspell, Ice Barrier. Let's check for Ice Barrier, I guess. And then we can check for Flame Ward? Flame Ward, or Explosive Runes, rather. So it's not Counterspell, so I feel A-okay playing this one. And I do need some card draw. Do I want to throw out a Tower Slime? They do have Seabreeze Chalice, and I'd much rather it go into a Tar Slime. So we'll call it a day. I'd also like to not draw Tar Slime. So, double reason to swing there. Favorite card is your Diamond Rag, though. I forget what you needed to do to get Diamond. Is it? I think it was just like buy it from the shop or something. From what I remember, his animation is pretty intense. It's not that I hate premium cards. Like, when I play Magic the Gathering, if I have a single foil in my deck, or like any physical foil card, I find them a little gross. But that might just be something I need to get over. Speaking of getting over, I need to get over that I don't have a Careless Crafter yet. Is there any budget Jiraxis deck? Not that I know of. But I could be wrong. I would much rather my Tar Slime be a little healthy. Let's crash in. Not that I'm aware of. I think most Lord Jiraxis piles are control piles. And control piles are typically a little bit on the pricey side. But I do understand your love for the his obnoxious voice lines escaping me, but I get the love for him for sure. So my opponent is going into the pocket dimension, trying to get their quest done lickety split.
That puts stars in my eyes.
And they did not like their adventure. Let's go with good old Bandage Man. And Holy Smite this off the face of the earth. Clear there, smack in, and I guess heal my own face. You have to craft all the classic legendaries. Gotcha. To get the Diamond Rag. Yeah, I think I'm a ways away from the Diamond Legendary. Maybe one day. Maybe one day my collection can be graced by Diamond Rag. And my board will be graced by all these minions. And Wilted Shadow? No. Close. Close. Very close. Okay, so this will be a Wilted Shadow, hopefully next turn. And that is a Huddle Up. Right. Okay. Let's get to... Well, that's annoying. That's going to get them up to full health. If I don't... So they can gain a little bit of health off of it. Not too much, though. And I think it's a good move to Catch of the Day. Let's clear their 1-3. Good order, by the way. Could have not given them a 2-1, but you know. You gotta be charitable to your opponents sometimes. There's Wilted. And W order on the Catch of the Day. Yeah, it's very high skilled gameplay is what we're seeing. And let's give this guy a little bit of health. Yeah, that Catch of the Day order was definitely a gold 1 play. Cat's out of the bag. Rank of Shame. There's the dramatic reveal. Alright, get that back down. Nobody needs to see that.
That puts stars in my eyes.
That could have gone better. That could have gone better for my opponent, I think. They do have some tree cards. That's GG. I think Yeah, I think that might be a bit of a GG situation. I think every time I see Yogg in the box, it plays Quasar every time. It makes me like not want to play. Like I want to play this card, don't get me wrong, because Yogg in the box is hilarious. But because Quasar is in standard, I'm not touching that card. I can't deal with the heartbreak. Alright, opponent. I hope you've had fun. Let's just get you out of this game. Your deck is cooler than mine. Don't get me wrong. You did play Yogg in the box. It was very dope. You're playing a quest. You gotta respect that. But I'm playing a OTK deck. So I will kindly ask you to leave my Hearthstone game. But yeah, I can't deal with the heartbreak of that card. Am I gonna get to Diamond today? Probably not. I don't think I have the star bonus to support me getting to Diamond. And also this deck's a bit on the slower side. Paladin. Last Paladin I played was Murloc Paladin.
The light shall bring victory.
And the meta is going to tell me that that's likely what I'm going to be playing against again. Because Aggro Paladin, nobody plays it, even though that deck is actually pretty good. Speaking of pretty good, surely it's not going to be Quest, am I right? You're so right. They didn't mulligan this card. It was Quest. Alright, it's Quest. That's fine. I still think this is a good matchup. I just think I kind of drew not stellar. Grinding Death Knight is crazy hard. Trying to get 1k wins on 700 plus so very slowly. Yeah, unfortunately, the good Death Knight decks. I mean, there is some good aggro Death Knight decks, but like the really good ones are probably more slow. Let's actually bird watching for a Noyotron so I can get the full value out of my Resuscitate. And some people call me greedy. I'm gonna coin this bad boy out. Make him a 4/4. Deal with my 4/4. Day is ruined because of Murloc Paladin. Yours and mine both. But luckily I'm not playing a grindy control deck. I am playing a deck that should eat it alive. It should. The keyword is should. Now if my opponent... They got that off the 9 Greenfin. Only my opponents. You know what, opponent? I'm gonna hit you in your head. You can have your 1/1s. Just don't play like the Lord. What's it called? 3/3 that gives +2 attack. Somebody at home knows that. So 3/3 is definitely going to go into the 4/3, and my goodness, the Paladin quest works so fast. War Commander, thank you, appreciate you. I've only been playing something like that. Yeah, it's War, Battle, Master, something like that for sure. Thrive in the Shadows for another Resuscitate? I mean, some say it's just that easy. A lot of people are saying I'm skilled and talented. And I tend to agree with those people. So, going into turn 5, I will have a full Resuscitate. So we are just in War Leader. War Leader. Close. Very, very close.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, yeah. Hold. Please hold. We are playing, or gaming. We are gaming and my opponent is gonna die. Unfortunately. Completely fine. Luckily for us, this will not pop open anytime soon. They're gonna keep their war leader nice and healthy. And I will crunch in. Just a bit of a crunch situation. And we will resuscitate. And I'm gonna get 3 more bandages. Sure. Actually, I'm gonna get like a full set of bandages next turn. My opponent is like mega dead. Like, I've never seen anybody more dead in my life. So for this reason, I think it's a great matchup. It's just a wall of taunts. I mean, they didn't need to draw me that card. So they can't really clear my board, so I'm going to touch up their face quite a bit with my taunts. So my 2 taunts are going to touch their face. And actually, no, this is just mega lethal. Yeah, just gonna touch their face a little bit. And then this is going to crunch into there. Get some more bandages, throw them right at their head. Maybe just a few more bandages to throw.
Job's done.
Yeah, that's probably enough. So they have a lot more taunts to get through. And I also just have a 6/7 out. So yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. So if they crash in with here, I think it was lethal if the bots attacked first. Oh. Good call, Zeal. Yeah, that's a good call. It was lethal. Nice. Okay, that's good to know. That is really good to know. Yeah, you're 100% right. Dang, okay. Can this get rush? Or one of these get rush? They can, okay. So if I do lose, it's 100% on me. But I don't lose. Some are calling me the best gamer of all time.
By the light.
A lot of people are saying it. You're saying it. And, you know, you'd be correct if you said it. And my opponent thinks the same. Nicely done. I see no reason in saying I'm the best Hearthstone player in the world. Sure. People in my chat say I miss lethal. No. Just extended BM. Always rewarded. Yep. Always rewarded. And thank you, Zeal, for saying it. It's good that my campaign of best Hearthstone player is spreading. I'm the biggest luck sack in the world, and I'm a fraud. But really, I had a lot of outs there. Like, pretty much just Wilted Shadow and a weapon. It's a Death Knight. How do I beat Death Knight?
The light shall bring victory.
With Shafar? Is that seriously how I beat Death Knight? $60 HP. Yeah, they get a bunch of HP. So I think the way I beat them is I need to get Wilted Shadow off of Birdwatching, and maybe Nexus Prince Shafar needs to buff it up as well. That's a tall order. I also just need like a bunch of bandages. Well, there's not the best. But also Shafar could come in clutch. This really doesn't get much better, so I'm just going to throw it out. Luckily I'm on the play, so their hero power cannot deal with it next turn outside of a coin. No shot. That's how you spend your coin? Okay. Maybe my opponent knows something that I don't. Sure. Tarsline. There it is. So this hand is, I forgot to mention it in the mulligan, is hot garbage. It is bad. So right now I'm 4-1 with this deck. Not bad. Oh, it's also counting the brawl game. Amazing. There's Crafter. And that's the turn. That's the action of a man who's been turned to OTK'd by a catch of the day once before. Don't show me the turn to OTK deck with catch of the day. But you should. I want to check that deck out. Sounds like gas. You know what? Let's just keep it going. Keep the hits coming. And for mana efficiency's sake, I'm just gonna soften up the Zeph a little bit. Just a little bit. Would they choose off Zeph, by the way? Impact my battlefield? Okay. And a Noyotron. Okay, so I am 1 Resuscitate away from absolutely popping off. But again, we're still like in the issue of how the heck is Wilted Shadow supposed to get through all that HP? And I'm not really certain at this point. It might have just to be Nexus Prince. But also I need Resuscitate. So if I can get Resuscitate or Thrive, that would be ideal. Their discovers off this guy have been pretty good. So there's no reason for me to bump into them because they have this 4-3. So it's the question of, do I kill the 4-3 or the leech? They are entering their leech turn or their hideous husk turn. So leaving that open seems not wise. And I'll just... I don't think it matters. I think I'm just gonna hit like that. They're gonna heal up. I'll heal that guy. Good plays. Tight plays, even. So, kind of some duds out of me. Okay. Hot coals also wouldn't be a bad pickup. Yeah, hot coals would be insane, actually. And they did clear there. Okay. We're still in it. And I will heal their leech. Good plays, tight plays even. So if they... If they clear my 3-3 for me, what does that mean for me? I don't like seeing the Stitch Giant. Okay. Power Word Shield. Okay, okay. So I will be... I think swapping these stats. And I will be drawing a card with this guy. Okay. I'm not sure what that's going to do for me. And here comes Horseman. Hold up. Yeah, I was kind of surprised not to see Rest in Peace included in this deck. Like, that seems like an obvious include, right? But I could be wrong. Like, maybe Rest in Peace is just, like, too slow. So I have not a ton of damage, weirdly enough. Okay, they got Pumpkin. So what do I do about this board? Hot Coals would have been nice. So 1, 2, or this is just 3 damage. 0 mana, 3 damage. Fishing Rod gets out something. Yeah, like, this isn't anything, right? This deals, like, no damage. Pretty sure this deals, like, no damage. Because, like, I was dead that turn. So, Wilted definitely needs to be buffed up if I have any hopes of beating, like, a Death Knight. But, like, Death Knight is, like, one of the most popular classes, right? Like, Control DK is 15% of the meta for popularity. Weird. Like, I'm sure this deck is great. But maybe I just need a few more reps.
Anduin versus Anduin.
Another priest.
The light shall bring victory. Light smiles upon the just.
So odds are they're playing Protoss Priest. And I am wildly jealous because that deck is so fun. Well, this deck makes my brain hurt. Do I keep Power Word Shield? No. You shouldn't keep Power Word Shield because you're effectively just drawing a different card. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Like, the thought process was, oh, I'll keep it so I can draw a card. It's like, no, I just mulligan it. That's like pretty much drawing a card. Yeah. Careless Crafter, Annoyatron, Tar Slime, the hits. Bird watching. Okay, so they still could be on Protoss or this deck. Yep, mana efficient. And Fishing Rod probably next turn, or I could go Crafter. I'll probably go Crafter because I'd rather this die to something on their side. 2 terrible draws in a row because of my Fishing Rod, but that's okay. You can complain, or you can complain. Both are viable options. Okay, Power Word Shield from my opponent. And this will pull out a Catch of the Day. Okay, so the jig is up. They are on Protoss. And I will be playing the Rod. Actually, I will play Catch of the Day to start. So I can actually crash in here and clear their 3-2. Yeah. So I desperately need a Resuscitate. Hopefully they do not find their Resuscitate before me. Feels like in the Resuscitate versus Resuscitate battle, whoever finds theirs first wins. I could be wrong. Or I could be right, you know, which is a reality I like to live in. So next turn, if I don't find Resuscitate, I'm going to be doing a Sunbloom to hopefully find Thrive in the Shadows or Resuscitate to follow to do a turn 6 Resuscitate. And they will clear their Bird watching. Let's just go with a Sunbloom. And that did not find Resuscitate, unfortunately. And I think I actually do just want them to trade their 3-1 in, because they want to do that so they can play Resuscitate. Yeah. So maybe that was like an argument to not play it, so they didn't have a way to get this guy dead. Tough to say. It's a very interesting matchup. They went with a photon cannon instead. Okay, so they're also struggling to find the good card. That being said, I still have one more draw, so it's a 4 in 18 or a 2 in 9 if you're into simplifying fractions. Okay. So let's bird watching to start. I don't hate Annoyatron. So let's play Annoyatron, coining out Crafter. We'll end the turn. Luckily for us, Wilted Shadow will be dealing 7 damage. So 4 instances of 7 damage. Not the best. So now we are in a 4 and 16. Alright, so this needs to hit Resuscitate or we lose the game. So let's hit Resuscitate. Naturally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Must consider.
It's a pretty big miss. So I think I take Holy Smite, smite there, heal my own head, call it a day. Bit of a skill difference, yeah, one could say a skill difference. Double hallucination. Okay, okay. And they have Resuscitate. Alright, opponent. Okay, you got me. Everybody thinks you're skilled and handsome. Including myself. Tough stuff. So I've won 1 game in a Tavern Brawl, so really I have a 50% win rate with this deck. Ooh. Ooh, that's not great. It's not the best. Could be better. Could be better. I'm still trying to like understand why this deck is so good. Maybe I'll figure it out versus a warrior why this deck is good.
And carry out our lady's will.
Maybe I need to prioritize bird watching and Nightmare Lord and Annoyatron. Okay. Yeah, all those things I need to prioritize. So this is likely Mech Warrior, so 2... Never mind, it is actually Enter the Lost City Warrior. And there is good old Resuscitate. So we'll just start off with the Annoyatron. And then next turn will be bird watching for maybe Bandage Man. No Bandage Man, but we do have a Catch of the Day, which I think will need to be fine. That also gets all of my Catch of the Days out of my deck, so discovering Careless Crafter will be easier next turn. Yeah. All you can eat. Okay, so my opponent is trying to turtle me. Trying to hit me with that big turtle. I'm trying to hit them with a Nightmare Lord. No, we gotta get the crafter. We'll end the turn. So they have a coin, and they likely have the turtle. So they are looking at a obviously a blob of tar. Clearly a blob of tar. And then we will hit that with a Holy Smite. And then I think it's just the Hot Coals. But first let's play Catch of the Day. And then Hot Coals. Heck yeah, that sweet, sweet tempo. Okay, okay, I'm starting to believe.
All forms of life will be planetary.
You're into Battlegrounds right now because Standard and Wild are steaming hot garbage. Interesting take. Interesting take. I've been finding a lot of people have not been vibing with even Battlegrounds, honestly. I could be wrong. But I hear something about Quillbores. Something Quillbores. At least that's the main comment I hear about it. It just dawned on me that I don't have Wilted Shadow in my hand. And I'm kind of scared.
All forms of life will be.
So can we get a... No. I miss duels. You and me both. Me and duels go way back. I miss it every day. Duels was like peak Hearthstone for me, honestly. It was way too much fun. Get this out of my hand. Another Resuscitate. Okay. So we are thoroughly in Wilted Shadow waiting room. Any Wilted Shadow off the top just wins me the game outright. Never mind. Maybe bird watching? No. I think it's just another Resuscitate purely for damage. So now I have a ton of damage. And a Wilted Shadow or bird watching is still insane. Was it ever worth it to play a couple bandages? Because I'm kind of like risking overdrawing right now.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Your valor prevails.
So, a bit of an early concession, in my opinion. Like my hand was only bandages. Maybe my opponent knew my next draw was bird watching, and in that case, good call, opponent, on packing up that game. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to learn it. I'm starting to get the vibe of the deck. The vibe is fine Resuscitate. I think that is the beginning and end of the strategy of the deck. But yeah, if they could bring duels back, if I could have one request from Blizzard, just bring it back. Hey, what's the issue? Give me my sweet, sweet broken duels decks back.
Anduin, the
That's a Demon Hunter.
Piranha!
Last Demon Hunter was aggressive,
People.
The
and I
light
kind of
shall
just
bring
bullied him
victory.
out of the game with just healing my face with bandages. This is a full keep. We got removal, we got taunts for their aggressive minions, we got bird watching for anything else we could possibly want. I have yet to have a Nexus Prince Shafar game. Okay, so this is Cliff Dive, if I had to wager, I guess. Yeah, or Armor. Could be Armor, Demon Hunter 2. They're saving the weapon swing. Kind of interesting. If they are Armor and Demon Hunter, I think I need to prioritize getting Wilted Shadow off of this. Just make my Wilted Shadow as big as possible. Okay, they took 1 damage. Excuse me. Put a random demon that costs 5 or more on top of your deck? Okay, okay. Let's prioritize just Careless Crafter. This has more chances of hitting Wilted Shadow the more minions that are out of my deck. So the later I can play this, the better. And this is a Cliffside. Okay. So we will bash in. And I will not get overdrawn if they take care of both of my minions, so feeling pretty confident with deploying both of them. Now, I do need to eventually play this, so ideally next turn I draw Tar Slime, Annoyatron, Jafar, or Xavius, so I can more consistently hit Wilted Shadow. Wisp has hit my screen. Activate the location after you attack. A classic. That's some ordering I can get behind. Yeah, stick to the game plan. Don't mind seeing Shafar show up. And do I want to coin Holy Smite a 1/1? I feel like my turn could be better than that. See, I'll just play a Tar Slime and heal their Wisp. It's probably the correct target.
Another soul is sold.
That Painter Legendary is scary. The Painter Legendary. Is that something I'll... You know what? If I see a Painter Legendary, I'll make sure to get jump scared by it. I don't think this is... Looking up the name. I appreciate it, Zeal. I do unfortunately need to trade this off so that my Resuscitate can come with another one. And I will... I think I do need to coin out a hero power just to keep my hand not as congested. And I'll swing 3 damage right at their head. So they will trade off their Peddler, which drew nothing. Did that actually just draw nothing? Oh, it reduces the card. Okay, I thought it drew and reduced a card. I'm all caught up. All up to speed. Okay, so next turn I can Nexus Prince, Shafar, Chillin' Vol'jin. And they are going to crash in a little bit more. Are they just dead? I think so. I think they're exactly dead. Right? So get them down to 12. These bandages deal 12. Just in case I'm wrong, this could actually produce more damage. But I don't want to kill him if I don't need to, you know? Just seems rude. No, they're just exactly dead with what I had in hand. Perfection. Amazing. Okay. So the point of this deck... I mean, how many games have I played with this deck? 9? Okay, the point is to tempo out, resuscitate, touch the opponent's face enough times that they're low enough that Wilted Shadow takes care of them. Okay. I get the vision. That Peddler deck is pretty cool, though. How expensive is it? I know I need a lease. Like, if I'm going to play more standard, I will need I'll need a lot more legendaries. And one of the main ones I need is a lease. I'll check out that list in a second. Peddler DH. I have most of that.
Anduin versus Zale.
A Warlock opponent. Have I played against a Warlock yet? I don't think I have, actually. Very surprising. Last time I played Standard, it was just like wall-to-wall Warlocks. Every time I don't keep Resuscitate, I regret it. Or every time I mulligan it, I regret it. Holy Smite is okay, but not great. So let's find more ways to add to the Resuscitate pool. Okay, 2/3 of the Resuscitate pool are accounted for, and there is Big Man. And they mulliganed every card but this one, so Quest incoming. There she is. Escape the Underfell. There is a Xavius to help me find Bandage Man, Careless Crafter.
Better make a good impression.
Took me forever to find it. It was Califero, the artist. I think is a bit of a meme in that Demon Hunter list. What are they trying to Califero into? I mean, any Califero deck I'm down to play. At least a few games until my sanity gets the best of me. By the way, did not need Xavius to find Bandage Man. He actually wanted to show up a little early. So ideally, Wilted Shadow shows up at the top, or not at the top of my deck. Oh, they want the demon the rush demon that goes face when you attack their face. Gotcha. That makes sense. Makes too much sense almost. I'll play Xavius. And big? No. Dang it. We'll just... If this had any buff at all, any attack buff, I would take it. But I'll just take more bandages, and I will touch my opponent's face a little bit more.
A frozen treat as sweet as me.
Wind Fury doesn't work. There's no way Wind Fury makes this guy attack twice when he does the healing thing.
Nice to meet you.
No shot. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it, even. Yep. Seems like a pretty clear-cut resuscitate. And I will be going for that tempo. That sweet, sweet tempo. And this is another game where just resuscitate tempo will get me over the finish line because that card is messed up. Can some random frost spells get them out of this situation? I haven't been paying attention to how far they got a ways to go. They got a ways to go with the quest. Just a few turns shy. Buy one, get one freeze. Okay. Not bad. I am going to super ignore your board and just keep hitting your face because my minions are just kind of clowning on yours. So I could play another crafter. So crafter fishing rod. Sure.
By the light.
Clean up this 1/1. So I guess I'm not going to ignore their board, but almost ignore their board completely. So these are going to go face because they can go face. Now the question is, do I want to bump into there? I think the answer is no. And we'll call it a day. So this is just another game of me playing dirtily little 1 mana, 2 mana, and 3 mana minions, and the combo just kind of gets me over the finish line. So I think for that reason, like that, the way this deck is playing, I definitely understand why a lot of decks do not play Rest in Peace. Because just like reanimating this guy seems to be like super not important. Can they, I mean, does it even matter if they do clear it? No, I just have like super lethal in my hand. Mermy, sure. You can have a Mermy.
I pride myself on.
Oh, you have bandages of your own. Okay, okay, you're still in it. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's still lethal. 8 times 6, or 8 times 3 is enough.
Snuff out the light.
And I think it's worth it to trade with this guy, right? Into there. Yeah. We're learning. But I should have swung with my weapon first. Okay. All caught up. That would have been lethal that turn if I just swung with my weapon instead. Right. Okay. Could have done it cleaner, but that makes sense. Okay, this deck's unreal. I get it. I get the power. Took me a second to understand it, but we got there in the end. Okay. So I get why this deck has a high win rate. It punishes control decks for being slow. And a wall of reborning taunts dunk on board-based aggro decks. Okay. I get the vision. I get it. One more game. Hopefully one more win. Did some pretty good climbing today. So 7-3 on the day. 6-3 really, because I played a brawl game with this deck. So if we can end with a true 7-3 with this deck, that's a pretty good win rate. Especially for how many misplays I've likely made. That is a gnarly Demon Hunter skin.
This is gonna be a bumpy
That's sick.
ride.
Where you...
The light shall
Is
bring
that like a
victory.
reward track skin that I didn't purchase? Oh, Blizzard. Shaking my pockets per usual. Maybe the next rewards track will have something. What am I saying? I only play with default skins. Almost worked on me. Power Word Shield, get out of my face. Fishing Rod makes me want to throw away a Tar Slime. And Birdwatching is a tutor, and I am a combo deck. And we like tutors in these parts. Cool. And they are going to start the turn by punching me in my head as quickly as possible. I'll end the turn. So do I want to coin out the weapon? I don't think so. I think I'd rather just play an Annoyotron. Make this 2 damage a little awkward to use. Let's say hello, hello, hello to the opponent. And ideally next turn I can get out a...
Now Lo had many adventures.
Wow, that is a very early red card. I do need to deal with that ASAP. Cool. So if this does not find a catch of the day, I can clean up with this one off of a coin.
By the light.
So let's start by popping in here just in case I hit a catch of the day. And I do, because I'm a bit of a luck sack, some are saying. Crash into there. I do like that this card kind of replaced Menagerie, Jug, God Gamer, question mark? Why is there a question mark? Isn't it clear? You are in the presence of a true God Gamer, that's for sure. And Resuscitate, exclamation point, thank you. Thank you for that. Let's start with a little bit of card draw. Love to see Nexus Prince. Maybe this will be finally the game where I show off Nexus Prince, why he's in here. Show us those skills. Check it out. 3 mana, 3/3. And hold up.
By the light.
0 mana, 1/3. 0/3, rather. But it's actually a 2/3. So, if that's not skills... Yeah. Hot Coals will clean up most of my board. That being said, they are an aggressive deck, and they are not really being an aggressor. I kind of like the idea of Wilted Shadow, because I'm gonna be going pretty tall with Nexus Prince Shafar. I've already had a Careless Crafter bite the dust. So let's get a Wilted Shadow out. And let's draw a card. Hot Coals. Okay. Go into there, and this is probably going to open up soon. I will save Orbital Halo, actually. We'll end the turn there. Okay, that did not open up that turn. Sick.
My wool itches for war.
Okay. That is a Cane. Orbital Halo. Okay, let's get Nexus Prince out. And zap a Wilted Shadow. And I will heal my face. That taunt ignoring animation. Yeah, it's so laggy. It's been laggy for so long, it feels like.
Relax your mind.
I'm not sure why it's still like that. I'm really hoping that they ignore my Nexus Prince Shafar. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. They didn't ignore it. Resuscitate? No. Well, this isn't ideal because this is a 5/5. I could Wilted Shadow, but I also feel like I'm not like really that close to dying. So this is a bit of damage. Yeah. And let's heal my face. End the turn. This looks like a Wilted Shadow angle, because it's a lot of gas. Yeah, there was like an argument for like the tempo of that, but I think my opponent is trying to slay me though. Yeah, I think they're going for a kill me angle. Yeah. So 12. Actually, I kind of like the idea of Wilted Shadow heal there.
I wonder.
Is that crazy? I feel like that's not too crazy. Because I'm going to heal them up to 28. Yeah, I think it's actually hit there. And then I will heal their face to get them down to 16 and me up to 29. So a bit of a tempo Wilted Shadow angle. So they need to deal with Wilted Shadow. Unless they have lethal out of nowhere. Acupuncture. Okay, I feel that. And they did find lethal. And good on my opponent. So we finally have the Nexus Prince Shafar game that we all came here to see. I can see the applications for it. I'm not sure if it mattered too much in that matchup, but it seemed decent. Yeah, they found the line, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they saw the line before me. Ooh, one more win away from Diamond. One more. Hey, one more game. Never hurt nobody. Never hurt nobody. The one more game. It's kind of crazy that Wilted Shadow also has lifesteal. Like, it being a combo tool and...
Anduin versus Khadgar.
I don't know. It also having, like, the ability to, like, stabilize you is pretty
The
insane.
light shall bring victory.
Facing good old chicken wings. I have 2/3 of my Resuscitate right here. One more game is how one gets to Legend. You're so right. The old one more game into Legend. We've all had those nights where we stay up way too late just grinding Hearthstone for only the Lord knows why. Another Forbidden Sequence gamer. Okay. You gotta respect it. So, as of right now, they can ping my guy. Or I could just heal him. You know what? Let's save Power Word Shield. Let's also be a little bit mana efficient. Get this guy up to a 3/3. Deny that ping. The other day, you were up for 28 hours with 18 being Hearthstone. Oh, you'll love to see it. I'm sure those last couple games were played beautifully. Just some delirious Hearthstone. One last game, however, makes you sound untrustworthy. Yeah. No, I'm almost ready. Just one more game of Hearthstone. I'll be right there. 2 hours later. And 7 more games. Okay, spells only. Mage. Now, let's go with a bird watching into... Yeah. Even more crafting. And I will draw a card, and that card will be Resuscitate. Because, you know, I'm just built like that. I'm simply constructed in a different fashion. Excuse me? That's terrifying. I still think it's Resuscitate, right? Touch into there. And touch into there. Good enough. Good enough for me, at least. Yeah, I think my opponent might be also built in a different formation as well. Standard, by the way. Yeah. I might still have a chance. I mean, I still think I definitely have a chance. They didn't really roll super high on their minions. A little bit of an LOL order. They could have discounted their non-existent Protoss minions. And they are going to be crashing in for a little bit of damage. And let's go into there. And also into there. So if they take care of both of my minions, I think they just lose. Yeah, I think they just lose if they take care of both of my minions. So hidden objects can be an explosive runes, which would be not ideal. Actually, ice barrier would be worse, I think. Are they playing the Origin Stone? They are, as well as that. Okay. Is 5 damage to their head more? Do I have lethal here? I might. So I have 6 bandages, which is 6 times 3 is 18, but it's actually 6 times 4, so it's 24, 25, or 24, 29. This is always going face. It is ice barrier. Okay. So I think I don't have lethal, but I can at least crash in for a little bit more. And I will heal my face on the way out. Okay, so now that I have some time to think, did I actually have lethal? So this was 4 damage bandages. I could produce 6 bandages. 24 plus, so it was 29. But I think with ice barrier, they actually got out of range. So I think that was actually correct. Final Frontier and Best in Shell. Okay. So that did not gain them any health. That unfortunately does. Oh no. Oh no. Spontaneous combustion. And then Colossus of the Moon. Interesting. Resuscitate. Will get counterspelled. And we will, I think, heal up just a little
By the
bit
light.
more. Very weird turn. Okay. I think that will need to do. Super strange game. And they're going to touch my face with a 10-10. Followed by a 2-7. And a Relic of King's will potentially put me away. Tsunami. 3-3? Dang it. And a Typhoon? And a Dwarf Planet. Oh. Huh. You know what? The better gamer won. It's as simple as that. They played a Colossus of the Moon and a red planet. You don't beat that. You don't beat that. I don't. That's for sure. Brutal. Okay. Hit you with the one more. Hit you with the one more. You know, I mean, while we're here, you might as well just get hit with one more. You know, ending on a loss? That's not what we're here to do. Absolutely not.
Anduin versus Rexar.
A hunter.
By fang and claw.
The
Always
light shall
one.
bring victory.
Always one more game. We have Resuscitate in the opener. We keep it. As long as it stays one more and not one last, then we are fine and dandy. I like the way you think. It's hard to play 2 games at a time. I've been known. I've been known to double queue. End the turn. So we're likely going to be coining out a fishing rod to smack into their 3-1. Maybe into their 2-1? Two-1 or a 3-1? I think a 3-1 just in case I get catch of the day so I can crash into... No. You gotta go into the 2-1. Because now my 3-3 can go into their 1-1. All figured out. Everything makes sense in the world. Cool. Just taunt. And we will...
By the light.
I think... Yeah, just bandage.
By the light.
Smack into their 3-1. That will get a catch of the day. And I will prioritize clearing their board. So ideally next turn we can pick up an Annoyatron to get the full... Sure, got a good old deal 5. And we will drive into... I guess bird watching. But Orbital Halo will also make it so I can value trade into that 5/4. I'm into that. And then next turn I can resuscitate for just a little bit of value. Workhorse. Okay. Workhorse and a raptor for plants. Actually, if birdwatching hits Annoyatron, my resuscitate is so much better. Yeah, that just feels responsible. And I do think I want a Tar Slime as well, and I do need to start touching their face so I can actually end the game. Yeah, that felt responsible. Make my resuscitate come with a very annoying Annoyatron. I gotta get out some plants and some horses. And a keychain to boot. So my resuscitate will come with a catch of the day, Annoyatron, and bandages. That will unfortunately not come with a 1-drop for my opponent. And we always play the top decked resuscitate, so my opponent knows that I'm lucky. Oh, I actually got a delicious worm because my opponent so graciously gave me one. Hit them for 4. Might as well. And I will actually save a Holy Smite for a better target. That's what I have decided on. Patchwork Pals will... That's terrifying. But is it lethal? Let's tune in. Let's tune in to find out. No, we still got a taunt in the way, unfortunately. Alright, so my opponent now has Huffer in hand. So we will hit there. Hit there. Hit my opponent with a fresh resuscitate. Clear their 3/2. And they only have Patchwork Pal, so they only have a Charger. So I feel pretty safe to thrive. I guess for an Holy Smite? I feel like if I just have a pile of removal, I can't lose. Remote control almost allows them to get through the taunt. There's Leok plus Misha plus Huffer. Okay. Gang's all here. And they are going to make me overdraw. Don't really mind that overdraw, actually. So let's... Holy Smite. And I do think I want to draw 2 cards. Xavius is a pretty good pickup. Let's Birdwatching for Wilted. And let's clean this guy up. Heal my face. Clear there.
peace where no.
And I will heal my face for 3, I guess.
Not too quickly.
I'll make them clear it. Hit them for a little bit of damage. So next turn I have 6 bandages and a hero power. RC Rampage, perfect. And a shot. Alright, looks like my opponent is all taken care of. Hit into there. And just throw some bandages right upstairs. Terrifying matchup. But always feels good when a combo control deck can take care of probably the most aggressive deck in the format. And uh-oh. That is the diamond rank. And no more one last games. Can't be doing it. I think that's all I got. Cool. Goal today was definitely get to diamond, to try out Wilted Priest, ending the night with a 8-4 record, because one of my games was the Tavern Brawl. So that puts me around like a 65% win rate. So don't hate that. Also, don't hate the Zeal, you're too generous. Chipping in for another pair of yellow headphones if you ever need a new one. I'm good. I'm good on the yellow headphones. I promise. They're right here, safe and sound. You know what? There's been a lot of love and appreciation for the yellow headphones. Only yellow headphones from here on out. Appreciate it, as always. Thanks for everybody for checking out the stream. If you haven't liked the stream already, I'm not even sure if liking a stream does anything, but you know, might as well. It's like it's down there. You can press it. Makes me feel good. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Thanks everybody again for showing up. Still messing with standard. Probably will be messing with standard for the foreseeable future until I get bored. So thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Anyway, have a good one. Bye. See ya. Bye-bye.